Okay, let's get this going. Uh-oh. Put that there. Oh, my nose itches. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Hi, hello, hello. How are you today? Doing well. What's up, Skip Cat? Skip Cat is in a saucy mood because he went to the vet this morning. That's what's going on. Welcome in. How's everybody doing? Hope everyone's doing right. Hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas. Hope everyone's having a safe New Year preparations. Dr. Random, hello, hello. We have so many suggestions today, so I think I'm just gonna jump right into it. Yeah. Whoop, whoop. Do that. I have the Twitch Sidequest up. That's not right. Let's change that. We're hanging out in Aggie today. We're gonna draw some rugbies to warm up. See if I can turn on that banner. What is this? All right. Got like 20 suggestions overnight. Yeah, good game. Exactly. I wasn't sure if I was going to do today's stream, then I'm like, nah, I better do it. I better do it. So I put the post up, and then within like an hour, I had like 15, and I was like, oh no. Oh no. So we'll see how we do today. But we're going to start with the rugby. As you do, I guess it should be a New Year's rugby, right? What does a New Year's rugby look like? That's my audio today. It seems like it's all right. It might be a little quiet. Let me know if it is. Whoa, we're going big today. This is gonna be a chunk bee for sure. I like how I never quite know what a rugby's gonna look like until I'm like in it, like really, really drawing. The rugby's just kind of happen. Does anybody have fun plans for New Year's? I think our plans got changed. We were planning on hanging out with our friends, and they're not coming into town now. So, whatever. Whatever. This is like sock puppy rugby. Might do a 12-hour D&D session. Nice. That could be fun. I haven't done one of those in a long time, but oh man, yeah, those are fun. Just like all day. Start at lunch, go till 2 in the morning. Break for dinner. What if it's rugby with a sock puppet of rugby? That feels on brand. Like, I feel like rugby would do that. A sock puppet of himself. I guess I have like sock puppets of myself. That's a little weird now that I think about it. Not really sock puppets, but like, I have a mask. $2023 isn't going to look as cool on the old ledger. I guess what do we got to look forward to? We got to look forward to like January 20th, 23, or I guess January 2nd. Nope, it's still gonna look funny. Nope. All of January is gonna be pretty good though, because it's just gonna be 1, 2, 3. That's gonna be kind of cool. 1, 2, 3 is gonna be neat. I feel like I haven't drawn it forever, but it's been like 3 days. 3 or 4 days since I was doing digital art. Oh boy, it shows. Look at those knobbly knees. I blame him up at Christmas Carol. Got weird Kermit legs stuck in my head. Ambrosia, hello, hello. Christmas, I got a nice book with tips for drawing and drawing tablet, so that's nice. Awesome. We'll just start digital art for drawing with a mouse with pain. So this is nice. Yeah, that sounds awesome. How you doing, Skip Cat? Can you climb up? Your butt's still sore. They gave him an injection for his old man arthritis. Let's see how that works out. Oh, you do it? You can do it. Yep. All right. Well, he's up and about, so that's good. That's good. Congratulations, everyone. I'm glad you got that. I hope you enjoy using the tablet. Tablets are a lot of fun. They take a little bit to get used to, but then afterwards, it's really hard to go back to the mouse.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Hello, Druid. Welcome in. Merry Christmas.
Hi. Merry Christmas.
Druid knows. Druid drew for like the first year on this channel with a mouse.
Because I am cheap as fuck.
Yeah. That's how it goes.
And then I bought a tablet and I was like, yeah, this is 1,000 times better.
Welcome in. Welcome back.
Thanks.
I don't want to scare you off. We have like 30 suggestions today. There's a bunch. So if you want to draw today, you're welcome. If not, I totally understand. And I will do as many as I can.
I don't want to draw today, but I'm going to because I have not drawn in a while, and it would be good for me to exercise a little bit of discipline after the incredibly lazy, undisciplined, candy-eating garbage person I've been for the last week. So
I know that feeling. I know that feeling a lot. I got a whole bunch of candy. What are they? Like the chocolate cherries, the ones that are filled with goo, and like they're the worst thing for me that exist. And it's just like, I'm gonna eat one of these, and then my body's like, you should die a little bit. It's like, all right, that's my bad. But I keep eating them. I keep eating them. I keep not caring. So let's see how it goes. You gotta get real fat during Christmas, and then you just gotta burn it off the next year. That's the plan. This is like the most muppeted rugby I think I've drawn in a long time. It's like a catfish. Oh boy, everybody. What have we done?
I think he's adorable.
Azure Brown, hello. Garbage people rise up. All right. So, for those of you who are just popping in, may not know how this works, what we do is I've collected all of the viewer suggestions over the week from the community posts. And if you have a suggestion for a character and you did not put one on the community post, you're welcome to post it in the chat. I will put it to the list, and then we will roll some dice, and we will go from there. We have a ton of them today, so I'm actually going to roll 2 dice. And I've worked out the list so that I can do that without screwing anything up. So we're rolling from 2 to 35 today. We'll see how that works. We'll go from there. We're not your kind of people. Oh, I don't know what's happening in the chat. I hope it's a quarter. 27. Do I have a 27? I don't know if I have a 27. I do have a 27. No puns or jokes this week. A male burly rat folk barbarian in tribal looking clothing.
Yeah, Buff Rat.
Buff Rat, yep. Draw Buff Rat. Do. My desk is all kinds of screwed up. I gotta I was gonna say, take a week off and revamp everything. I don't have time for that. All right, Buff Rat, Barbarian. I always forget what rats look like.
I have a tendency to draw rats like opossums.
Possums are pretty good too. A rat! Speaking of garbage people, here we go. I was referring to the rat being a garbage person because they like garbage. That was not a slant at anybody.
Here we go. A common brown rat. In Discord for reference.
There you go.
Well, you're doing pretty good.
We talked a lot a while ago about aphantasia and my inability to visualize things.
Yeah.
Because I really have to draw things and then adapt them to what I want them to look like. And oh man, that looks nothing like a rat. I forgot the mouth poonches.
Mouth poonches is not a phrase I expected to hear today.
Mouth poonches. But I was watching something from another artist, and they were talking about the amazing artist who just passed away last year. I feel bad if I forgot his name. It starts with a G.
What do they do?
They do the super huge, sketched, detailed work.
I don't know.
Either way, they were talking about the visual library of having images in your head. And they said a big part of that is one, just seeing lots of things, going on with new things. But then another part of it is the difference between seeing something and actually paying attention to it when you're looking at it.
Yeah.
And so it was just really trying to, when you look at something, being able to observe it is something you have to kind of train yourself to do, and really sit down and actually study something that you're looking at.
Yeah.
And it's a different way to think about things. When you look at something, if you do like it, it's what about this is the thing that I want to remember?
Yeah.
And so
that
all
is
kinds of things to study.
Yeah, that is exactly why drawing from reference is so important.
Yeah.
I think that
people eyes.
Yeah, I think that Drawfee does a draw class once a month for Patreon members, and they upload them a month later for everybody. I think it's on Drawfee Extra as the channel, but Jacob shared his methodology for practicing, and I think that it's really, really good for training your brain to see things differently. And it really is as simple as drawing from reference, but doing it 3 different ways. First, red line over it and draw, try to break it down, try to draw over it, see what all of the big shapes are. Don't do any specifically, don't look at any of the details, just try to figure out what all of the big shapes are doing. Try to describe the thing in as few lines as possible, and then draw it again, this time with your reference off to the side, and give yourself a time limit. Just try to draw what you see, and then draw it again a 3rd time. Put your reference and your previous drawings away, and draw what you can from memory.
Junji Kim, yeah. Sorry. I agree. I think you're absolutely right. Hash Brown also says visualization is a skill. You gotta hone it. I agree.
Yeah. But like it's a difficult thing to hone if you don't know how to do it. Like it's not something innate like doing squats, you know? It's a muscle you've got to work out, but it's not always obvious how to work out most effectively.
I agree. Forrest, welcome. Hello. Tribal clothing is not descriptive enough for me.
Yeah, you kind of need a tribe. Although that can also potentially be dangerous and derivative.
Well, I mean, but it's specific. Like location is helpful. Knowing a specific tribe, because like the word is too vague. Pick really anything. So I'm gonna go. See, it's a buff rat. Who like rats?
I don't think anybody likes rats. The rat is a part of the Chinese calendar. I don't know a lot about.
I think we're gonna go barbarian tribe. Just like super generic Subligar or. Yeah, we're just going Conan. We're going Conan real hard.
All right.
I think that's what we're gonna do. Since we don't have a geographic or ethnic specifier.
When in doubt, present it up.
Yep. I almost want to give him like strongman mustache. I don't think I've ever seen a bulky rat folk before. I always draw.
Yeah, I don't think I have either.
I've seen some buff rats. That's kind of interesting, I guess. What kind of weapon would a barbarian rat have? Don't say giant mousetrap.
I drew one once that had a leather knife, like a leather cutting knife, one of the weird half moon blades.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Bionic, I think this was one of your suggestions. So if you had something in mind, you're welcome to add to it. I just I don't know what you mean. Because saying tribal could be anything. Multiple continents, multiple different people.
Any continent.
Yeah, any continent. There are tribes of many different kinds of things on many different.
Any ethnicity.
Yep. Talking Zulu? Are we talking First Nation?
Mongolian nomads.
Yeah, that's a good one.
We're gonna go all the way to Siberia, maybe. Inuit tribes of the far north, like we can.
I don't know if the Maori are classified as tribes. There's a few different Polynesian specific clothing that could be worn. I don't know if they're considered tribes though. I'm not sure what they classify as.
Yeah, I don't know. How do you specifically classify a tribe?
Yeah, I'm specifically I was thinking of things with the word tribe in the name.
I've just realized that, like,
Big spike as a gladius.
American football culture is often kind of talked about in that sort of like tribal sort of they give it like they like say tribal mindset. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I cannot talk well and draw at the same time. Point being, you could draw a rat in a football jersey and call it a day.
That would be pretty funny, actually.
I apologize for taking 10 fucking years to get to that joke that wasn't even that funny.
Just a fat boy rat.
Yeah, totally.
Do.
This is one of the creepier myconids I think I've drawn on stream.
It's just like a death mushroom.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
It's a death cap.
You said spike, and I just drew a handle. I hope that works. I didn't think about the ramifications of that. He's just got a big old sword in his back. Yes. I'm Raticles. We're gonna give him some big man booba. Some like Arnold level pectorals. Maybe we'll give him like a big shoulder pad.
Yeah.
I'm drawing with a very large pen today.
For any particular reason?
Nope. Just what it happened to be. What it happened to be, and we're just letting it happen. Oh, he has a big pike and a gladius. Dang it. I read that as a big spike. Apparently my eyeballs are not good today.
I'm sorry.
Woke up too early, took Skip's cat to the vet. I got to the vet, I'm like, I'm here for his appointment and the dentist, and they're like, we don't do that. I'm like, I have an appointment? They're like, yeah, we don't make those appointments. I'm like, but I have an appointment. They're like, it was probably the new girl. And I'm like, well, that sucks. So he still got his vet checkup, which is good. But he did not get his teeth cleaned.
I'm sure he's happy about that.
Oh, they took him into the back room to draw blood, and he like, we just hear meow, meow, rah! Just like lost his mind. And then they came back in the room like, well, he's done for the day. And I was like, yeah, it sounds like it. The shot we gave him was cold, so I think that just did not make him happy. I'm like, yeah. He's a grumpy cat. And sure enough, as soon as we got home, he's just like, oh, okay. He's totally fine now. You owe me food.
The cat that I grew up with realized very quickly that he could trade snuggles to get what he wanted sometimes. In his old age, he only ever used that to try to get out of going to the vet.
You just get really lovey-dovey.
Yeah. Only as long as you were in the car with him at the vet waiting. As soon as we got home, he would go back to being his grumpy self. don't touch me, stay out of my sun, don't interrupt my nap, etc. Usual cat shit.
Skip Cat does this thing where he just hates being in the cat carrier.
Yeah.
So we had to get like a soft cat carrier because he used to like just thrash around. And so we got this nice soft one. Brother Malachi, hello. No bug rabbit teeth. I guess I could do that. I don't actually see that on many rats. Like they do if they're looking up.
Well, like most mammals, their lips cover it for the most part.
But no, Skip Cat will do this thing where he will just like lose his shit, and then if you open the carrier, he hops out and sits in the seat, and he's just like, that's better. I want to sit in the chair like people. Don't put me in a box. When he was little, he one time tried to jump into a garbage can to get away from the vet. But now since he's like older and doesn't like to jump around, we put him on the vet table, and he just sat there. He's like, oh crap. It's like, yeah, you can't get away now, cat.
I think your cat is my spirit animal.
Tylo, hello. He's definitely a character for sure. I'm having trouble with this muscle. There we go. That's what I need. Okay. That's probably one of the beefiest rats I've ever drawn. Bionic, I hope that's good enough. I think I'm still warming up a little bit, so I could probably spend another like 2 hours on this rat, but I want to get through a bunch today, so I hope that's adequate. If there's anything I missed that like you really want, I can do a quick cleanup, but I think that's about where I want to stop.
I'm just about finished with my mic in it. I don't think I'm going to do a color on this one. Deathcap doesn't really need it.
It's pretty good. I'll put a block of cheese on his arm. How's that?
Sounds good. Oh, no, I just realized. It's a Deathcap. It doesn't need a halberd, it needs a scythe. No missed opportunities.
Poison dart frog. Is that something you want to add to the list?
Of course. Well. Poison dart frog.
Is that a character? You have a class for them?
EV6. On the list.
I want to give him some tattoos. Maybe we'll give him some tattoos before we go. Gladiator rat. It's pretty fun. I really like that idea.
I am Radicus. Oh, you Radicus.
I am Raticus.
Sorry, that is a 100-year-old movie reference, almost literally at this point.
Yeah, when did that come out? That didn't come out in the 20s. That had to come out in like the 60s? I want to say 60s.
Yeah.
So it was in color. So it had to have been after after Wizard of Oz. Which maybe the Wizard of Oz was 28? Oh no. Someone look that up. I'm gonna roll some dice.
I'm afraid if I look that up, I'm gonna feel old.
19. Reborn male chipmunk folk. Oh boy. Reborn male chipmunk.
So we're drawing Redwall today, I guess.
Apparently we're drawing Redwall, yeah. Rat barbarians, chipmunks. Let's do it.
All right. That's good enough. Save my death cap.
Only rodents. All rodents all the time.
Alright. 20 plus a d10. 23.
Dark Mantle Warlock.
Ooh.
Druid in his death shrooms, yeah. Death Cap and Cheese Raider would make a great adventuring pair. That would be pretty funny.
That would be very funny.
Okay, the Poison Dart Frog is a grung fighter who throws darts. All right, I like that. So it's a dart frog. I do want to try to make a throwing build. I was thinking about doing like javelins or spears, but I might end up with darts. Darts or shuriken or something.
What was the class on that Dark Mantle?
Not. It was just a Dark Mantle. Oh, Warlock, I'm sorry.
Warlock,
Dark Mantle,
okay.
Warlock, yeah.
Man, Dark Mantles are scary enough. You don't need to give them magic, too.
Yeah. I always think so Dark Stalker or Gloom Stalkers is a class now. But they used to just be Dark Stalkers? I always get these confused and mixed up.
Yeah, it's hard. So the Dark Mantle is the
It's like the cape thingy, right?
it's the stalactite squid actually. The cape thingy
I'm a
is a
cloaker.
cloaker.
Yeah, I was thinking of
Yeah.
a cloaker.
And then the Dark Stalkers are, I'm not sure if they're Pathfinder exclusive, but they're they're basically Underdark humans.
I thought they were Underdark, like gnomes. I guess that's the Cernivlin, though. So you have the Cernivlin, the Duragar, and then the Darkstalkers. That would make sense. That would make sense.
Yeah, Dark Stalkers in Pathfinder are also a playable race called Kalini.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Dark Stalkers and Dark Creepers both. They have superior dark vision where they can see in even magical darkness. Always wanted to play one, never got the chance. Okay.
I would like to just disregard the light mechanics, please. Whip. Whip, whip, whip. There we go. What was this supposed to be? A reborn chipmunk. What?
I can barely remember my own thing. Don't ask me to keep track of yours, too.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Apparently I can't undo more than... Oh, it's just a male chipmunk folk. Okay. Okay. Since he's a chipmunk, maybe I should try to make him a monk. Could make him a cleric though too. Oops.
Are dark mantles just cave squid?
I think so. I mean, the weird thing about the squid is that it's, it's technically a land squid. It just happens to be a cave land squid.
Yeah.
What did I watch this weekend? I was rewatching Obi-Wan. Really good. Really like that show. Something else I was watching. Can't remember now, though. Oh well. I was gonna watch Violent Night, but apparently they removed it from Netflix already. So, really, they had like a 3-day run or a week run. Very strange. Willow, yeah, I watched Willow. Is there only 6 episodes, or are they just releasing them over time? I'm both very happy with that series and kind of mad at it, which is fine. I had 2 very specific complaints, and I went on the internet, and everyone was mad about it. And I was like, okay, good. As long as I'm not the only one that's mad. Chip and Dale, necromancers.
Man, that just took me on a wild mental journey.
You're welcome.
I remember, I think one year, Rescue Rangers was like my favorite TV show.
Oh, yeah.
I never was horny for Gadget the way Dan Avidan is, though.
Funny.
Okay.
Vindication. Yeah, exactly. Willow overtime? Overtime what? Oh, it's released overtime. So, gotcha. Welcome in, everybody. I hope you're doing well. We're drawing a chipmunk, chipmunk folk monk, who is also undead. An undead chipmunk monk. Yep.
A wood-chipped chipmunk monk with a chip on his shoulder. I think I have decided that a dark mantle warlock is just a sentient wizard hat.
Sentient wizard. That's pretty good. I like that. It's just gonna like grab somebody and then control them.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like Meet the Robinsons.
It's such a weird movie, but I like it.
Yeah. I like... Yeah, up until the climax, it's great, and then it finishes on a really trippy note.
Yeah.
But, you know, most time travel media does, so that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, because like part of it's like, oh hey, I feel great for the main kid, but also like you guys are kind of assholes. Like maybe do better. Maybe do better for the people whose lives you destroy.
As somebody who has issues with sleep in general, I totally understand Goob's
Right?
rise to villainhood.
I'm super smart and a terrible friend.
This shared space, I'm going to treat it like it is just mine, and fuck you.
Yeah. For those who don't know what the hell we're talking about, Meet the Robinsons. It's a pretty good movie. Came out a long time ago. Still viable. Still good.
Yeah, it is Disney. It is one of the weirder, less finished Disney movies. This eye is too happy.
This eye's too happy. This demon squid's eye needs to be more malevolent. Is that the right word? I think I used that word right.
Yeah.
It does seem to be rodent day. Which is fine. I like chipmunks. I ran some of my like names and keywords that I do a lot through an AI thing this weekend. Someone was fiddling with it. And I was like, do it. Search for my stuff. It has no idea what I am. I'm like, okay, good. It is definitely not being used. But then like the stuff it did come up with, I was like, you know what? This looks not terrible. So it's kind of like, it's weird. It's weird running through that stuff. Because I would love to see an AI kind of auto-complete some of my drawings. That would be really cool. But like, I think the consent about that is the biggest thing to remember. It's just like...
Yeah.
And I wish there was a way to clarify those things.
I mean, that has always been the problem with the internet.
Yep.
Right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It is a weird, wonderful, glorious, happy, hateful, vindictive, absolute shit show of a place.
I was listening to the Game Grumps talk about React channels and how Aaron wanted to make a YouTube channel of just him reacting to Ray William Johnson reacting to stuff. And I was like, that would actually be pretty funny. But like that's kind of the internet in general, I think, right now, especially with all the shorts and TikTok. It's just like, whose content can I use to make myself famous? And it's like, oh, that's so sad. Which, to be fair, like I'm using a lot of D&D, right? Like I did not come up with a wholeheartedly new idea for sure, but at the same time, it's just like, I hope AI art helps art grow in a unique way and kind of merge digitally instead of just being something to exploit people, because that's always a bummer.
Yeah.
But my feed is still full of everyone just like, no, say no, and it's like, I get it, I totally get it. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Next year is going to be interesting. Does anybody have any next year hopes, dreams, or fears? I know D&D1 is spooking people.
I hope to gain 20 pounds of muscle.
Nice. That's a lot.
Yeah, it is, but Also, I am like wasted and malnourished from my illness. So, the way things are currently working, I'm gaining weight relatively quickly.
That's
So
good.
it might be possible. And even if it's not, I won't sweat it. Any gain is still gain.
Yeah, I could probably stand to lose 20 pounds. Maybe I'll try to do that. Biggest problem is if I start working out, I'm gonna gain muscle because that's how my body do.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm gonna gain some weight first, and then I might start losing it. Really, I just need to start eating better, and my weight will probably go down.
Yeah.
I just love me some hash browns. Potatoes are amazing. All right, I think I'm done with this one. How much did I miss? Sorry. Not a lot. We've drawn a chipmunk, undead chipmunk, monk, and a rat barbarian. And yeah, Western Justice, if you'd like to add one to the list, you're very welcome to. Just post it here and I'll add it. I'm down 40 pounds and hope to take off another 30. Nice. Congratulations.
Awesome. Yeah, that is so cool.
I hope that is in a healthy way, and I hope you have a good system and support for it.
Yeah.
I'm really just, my doctor's like, you're fat. Do better. And I was like, okay. Because I'm not like terribly overweight. I could stand to lose a few pounds. So don't let me make it sound like I'm doing anything cavalier, or what's the word? It's all for vanity's sake. I'm not really that unhealthy. Warforged Samurai Barbarian.
I, on the other hand, am actually unhealthy and gaining 20 pounds, even if it's not all muscle, but gaining 20 pounds would put me just barely back inside the proper body mass index for my height.
Best of luck to that. Hope it helps. I'm gonna roll some dice. See what we got.
Yeah.
10. May I please? Oh, wait, hold on. I'm in the wrong spot. Oh no. A Robovisky. I think that's a. Is that a cyberpunk thing? But it's a hamster wearing a hooded cloak with glowing eyes, ready to ice spell in one paw. Robovisky. I don't know what that is. But they've got a cloak and ice spells, so I'm gonna think Sorcerer Hamster. I guess I'm only drawing rodents today, which is fine. It's weird that the dice want this. Like, I blame the dice. I blame the dice. Not
Just before I jumped on here, I watched a YouTube short of Lou from Dimension 20.
Mm-hmm.
The short was, I don't even know what the conversation was about, but he went on a roughly 2.5-minute rant about how nobody needs more than one set of dice.
Oh.
Brennan looked very offended.
Apparently, a Robovisky is a type of dwarf hamster.
Interesting.
Yes. So we're gonna go with that. You asked what is on the list. There are currently 28 things on the list. So I do not want to read them all off, but you can check them out, a lot of them out on the community post if you want to go take a look at that. You just go to the channel and it should be there. My sister had a hamster growing up, and it was just kind of a piece of shit. It could be because it was, being taken care of by a young kid, but it did not like any of us. So I feel bad for that hamster. A friend that had ferrets. Well, ferrets are pretty cute, but they smell terrible.
Yeah.
I don't think I will ever have a bunny. Even though I had a friend that had bunnies and she just let them run around the house. Or potty trained and stuff. Yeah. It was really weird. They would just like run out from under the couch and like, hello, and then they'd leave. And I was like, all right. Strange.
I would be really willing to raise rabbits as livestock.
Yep, that's probably the only time I will have them, is if I have a farm and I have, like, I would raise Angora rabbits for fluff.
Yeah,
that would be fun. Make some sweet sweaters. Can you do that with corgis? Corgis blow coat. I assume it's not the same kind of fur.
no, it's not. But you probably could. I remember seeing a thing. This was like way back in the 90s. There was a woman who would take fur from animals that shed, especially like long-haired animal breeds. She would take their shed fur in the spring, and like she had a business model where she would spin their sheds into yarn and then make like a companion stuffed animals.
Yeah, I have seen that. We got a book. We got a book one year for Christmas called "Felting Your Cat" or "How to Felt Your Cat." And what they do is they like just collect your cat's hair and then felt it into a version of itself. And it was really weird. It appears that the dice have wanted you to be a furry artist today. Yeah, that happens. That happens from time to time. I had a hamster growing up during the day. It would hide in its food. At night, it would run the wheel where the food was. Yeah. Your name is Jake the Hamster. Jake the Hamster's a good name. I have no idea what that hamster was called. Yeah, my gerbils loved just destroying their wheel at night. It was great. They discovered they could chew through their water bottle and just flood their whole tank. It's like, why would you do this? What is wrong with you? I choose death. Blah, blah, blah. No, he's got to be
if I had land that had natural hot springs on it, I would totally do a capybara spa.
Capybara spa would be pretty great. Man, that's how you do the B&Bs.
Yeah.
Get some capybaras. Maybe some capuchins. Just let them hang out in the spa. Oh my god, now I want a spa. That would be awesome.
I am not going to deal with monkeys. I have, or I seriously thought about if I had the money doing a micro spa bed and breakfast for a while. It would be a
Good
great
morning. Here's your mud bath.
It would be a great excuse to buy some land. That I could, I don't know, take care of, rehabilitate, reforest.
There's some guys on YouTube that like flooded this whole zone, and that was like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
Trying to habitize it. I don't know the word they want to use. Turn it back into wetlands.
Yeah, trying to rehabilitate it into riparian habitat.
Yeah, that's finally coming about. It's like, yeah, that was a while ago. It's interesting to think about how much time that takes. I'm just like trying to fix stuff. There were a couple guys I knew at the University of Idaho that were trying to figure out how to do, essentially trying to rebuild an ecosystem because the ecosystem has been destroyed. So like, how can we turn this into a new ecosystem, like what things could we introduce to it to create a native area, even though the original native area has been like, it's just gone. Like there's no way to repair that.
Yeah.
Kind of an interesting idea. Seeing what kind of filtration you could use with fish. So like you'd have to have a fish pond and then like a water cleaning pond that would feed into that to filter the water back into the tree. It was a whole thing. It was a pretty cool idea. It's like ecoscaping or something. I don't remember exactly what they called it, but I think I accidentally made a monk, like an old school priest monk hamster. I don't know.
Yeah, you definitely did. I don't suppose you ever watched it was a YouTube cartoon series for a little while, Bravest Warriors?
Yeah, I did watch some of that.
Yep, you have drawn, oh gosh, what's his name? The hamster priest of Ralph Waldo Pickle Chips.
Oh, Ralph Walter Pickle Chips is pretty great. Wait, was he a hamster? I thought Ralph Walter Pickle Chips was just like Catbug's name for things.
Ralph Waldo Pickle Chips was the girl's dad, one of the main character girl's dad, and he had a bunch of. He was the high priest to the Void Worm, and he had a bunch of hamsters that were his under priests.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think I know the name because Catbug would say it, but I never actually got to see him as a character.
Yeah.
I'm Catbug. I think that was that series, right?
Yeah, that absolutely was. I love Catbug. What happened to Jelly Kid? Oh, Catbug killed him. What? Oh my gosh, somebody touch me, I'm gonna puke. It's fine. You can't expect Catbug to go against his natural hunting instinct. Alright. I think I'm done with this Dark Mantle.
I think I am about done with this hamster monk. He's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with him.
Yeah, I like him. I like him a lot.
Wish I could make him a little more derpy.
It's a little bit hard with how much of his face you've covered.
Yeah. All right, that's what I got. All right, let's see what we got in the chat here. Found this live stream randomly. Isaac, hello. It's in my recommendations. Awesome art. We'll continue to work. Thank you. If you have a character suggestion for the stream, you're welcome to post it in the chat, and we'll put it to the list and see if the dice gods choose it for drawing. Yeah. Giant miniature space hamsters from the future. Yeah, that's true. There are giant space hamsters in D&D. I didn't think about that. Lots of mines in Canada are turned into forests for a couple of ornate gardens. Okay. We need a revival of the natural beautification movement. I agree. I would love to like buy a huge chunk of land just for trees because I love trees. I think that would be awesome. But
yeah.
Who knows? All right, here we go. 14 for me. Boom, bam, boom, bam, 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 bam. An orange and green grung fighter who throws darts. Oh, wait. Is that different than the dart frog from earlier?
Is it?
I don't know. They're basically the same thing, so I'm just going to count them both. we're drawing a dart frog. Weird. Two people suggest the same thing. Tin can with flash. All right. Yeah.
I mean, a poison dart frog is. Not really that novel. I rolled a 7.
7. Githyanki Psi Warrior. So I have no clue how you draw someone doing psionics, if you choose to go that route. So, there you go. Githyanki.
Pull
Psi
up
Warrior.
Professor X and just have him holding his head like
Oh,
he's
there
got a
you go.
migraine.
Yeah, do it. I do like drawing frogs.
They have very weird body shapes.
They do. Which always made very strange to me why like people dissected frogs in labs. It's like frogs are just weird.
They are just weird, but it's very easy. They're small and they're very easy to see kind of everything that's happening. And since all vertebrates are more or less built the same,
That's fair.
they're a good anatomy lesson.
I could understand that. Skip Cat is on a experimental arthritis shot. It's not experimental. It's been approved by the FDA, but like the vet was like, I haven't actually used this yet because it's brand new. So I'm excited to see what happens. And I'm like, okay. Hopefully it's good. One of our friends is a vet tech, and she suggested we ask our vet about it. And right as we were like, so we've heard about, and she's like, I suggest this. And we're like, oh, yep, there you go. It's the same thing. So awesome. Let's do it. If the people we know and the vet both agree, let's fucking go. Let's go. I might need some pictures of dart frogs in the chat. Sorry, I don't mean to sound rude. Oh. You should only put one. Oh, it's the same one. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I took them both off the list, so. You got muffled when you read the comments for that suggestion. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, my microphone's over here and the paper's over there, so I need to just look at my mic when I talk. No, that's fine. Yeah, rules are once per week, but if they are the same, that's totally fine.
Oh, Corvus beat me to the reference.
It'd help if I had Discord open.
Probably.
Thank you. I did forgot to ask. Can people hear the music? I just remembered that we were having issues last week. Looks like it's going. Hope Discord audio is working as well. I've just been talking to myself for the last hour. Is it 11 o'clock? There's something that's always been like kind of funny to me is that in The Hobbit they describe hobbits as being like very good at darts. And I don't know if that was just like an offhanded way of saying they're very dexterous, or if they have to play like advanced types of darts because regular human darts is just boring. Both of which I'm kind of okay with. Isn't a grung just a poison dart frog? I mean, yeah, essentially. Grungs are just frog folk. So they are essentially the same suggestion, even though they're different.
I thought grung were toads specifically, and gripply are poison dart frogs.
Yes, but Gripply are Pathfinder and Grung are 5e. So
yeah. So
if you want to do a poison dart,
really...
if you want to do a poison dart Grung, it's a Gripply. Like that's what it is. So if you want to do a toad Grung, then it's a or a toad cripply, then it's a grung. That was the differentiation between the two series.
Yeah.
One was a poison dart frog, and one was a toad.
And if you want to do either of them as tieflings, then it's a slod.
There you go. Demon toads. My parents are visiting, so I'm sure they're in the other room just listening to me scream wild insanities. What are these demonic words? None of them make any sense. Alright, so I want to show off the big frog leg, but then I want just like tons of darts on the leg. The bandoliers of darts.
That constantly hold the darts on his skin.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Psychics always have wild floaty anime hair, right?
Yeah, and rocks. You could put rocks floating around them. What's the lady from One Punch Man that everybody's got just super thirsty for? Shoot. She's
Something typhoon or tornado.
Yeah, something like that. She's a green-haired psychic girl. She's all over my Instagram feed. I'll draw her all the time.
Yeah. I believe there are two. The older sister is
That's right. You're right.
not as strong, and the younger sister is like in the top 10.
That sounds right.
Or maybe that's reversed. Anyway,
I think I think you're right. I think the sister can like coerce people, and the others, and the one I'm talking about has like telekinesis.
I believe they both have a certain amount of telekinesis.
Maybe so.
Yeah. I know that one of them looks really young, and people who are thirsty for her scare me because she's very much like a Lolita character.
Yeah.
And I've got some trauma wrapped up with that sort of thing, so...
Ready for trauma. That's not how frog mouth do.
A terrible tornado.
What happened to your Patreon streams? Also, you should set aside some streams for different themes, like one could be D&D, one could be Cyberpunk. We did that. Yeah, we did that last month, I think. I didn't do one this month just because I knew towards the end of the month everyone would be busy. We'll do it again in January. We'll post one for that. I'll do probably the first or second. I'll post a new link for people to suggest their ideas for the Patreon stream. I hope all the Patreon members got their stickers. They should be hopefully weathering the storm and getting to people about now. Sent them out last week. Imagine a grung that is a bullfrog. Just an absolute unit of a frog fella. Like Buff Frog. Buff Frog would be a good one. Or what's the amphibia toad? I can't remember his name.
I'm not sure.
Amphibia is pretty funny. A pretty funny cartoon. Alright, let's get the texture in here, and I think we'll call it on. Little dog frog. There we go. Yeah, that's right. It was the older sister. Spooky? That sounds right. I don't know. I can't remember. I'm so bad with names. So bad with names. Oh, these all look great. Oh, I like the stripe. Let's do the striped one. I don't know if I want to do that. Let's try to be a little more intentional with it. I'm afraid I wanted to add some texture, but I think it's going to make them look wrinkly. That's not what I want. No one wants a wrinkly frog. Yeah, I think we're just going to leave it. We'll do some line art, but we won't do any. We won't color it in. People would like to color it in, that'd be totally fine. We had some good rugby fan art the other day. That was really fun to look at.
Yeah. I missed the stream, but I enjoyed looking through them all afterwards.
Really great job. Colors are so vibrant on these frogs. It's so cool.
It is very funny to me that the survival strategy for them is be so toxic that everything is afraid to touch you, and then super advertise your presence.
Yeah. Hey, get away from me. Wrinkly sounds more like a toad. Yeah, exactly. I will kill you, but only if you eat me.
Literal Tide Pods of the animal kingdom. Yeah.
That was something I always thought was funny. I don't know if you remember the Mr. Yuck stickers. I don't think they do that anymore. They used to just give out, when you bought like a box of soap, you'd get a whole little pack of stickers to put on it to remind people that, hey, this is toxic, don't put this in your mouth. Only problem was, like, those are the coolest stickers because they had this like bright neon green, and I'm like, can I have the stickers? My mom's like, no. I was like, come on. just want the stickers. They're so cool.
We all know not to eat soap in the house. Why can't I have the stickers?
Oh, he's so gangly. I love it.
I remember a couple months ago when I was drawing my Gripply character, looking at actual anatomy, trying to figure out how I wanted to simplify it and how much real frog I wanted to put into it, learning that a frog hip is literally half of its torso.
Yeah, it's broken.
Fucking blew my mind.
Frogs are weird. built the Grung as a fighter battle master with thrown weapons fighters. Nice quick toss and sharpshooter. That sounds pretty close to what I was trying to build, yeah. He has to sleep in a bucket of water. That's pretty funny. Unless they did an Iceland green with Brinkley as a smooth frog. No, I don't think so. I think you were right about the joke. There's a Pathfinder feat that lets you just like super jump everywhere, and I love it. And I don't know if a Grung even needs it, but it should definitely have it.
I also love the feat that lets a Gripply, the Pathfinder feat that lets a Gripply have use their extra long tongue for touch attacks.
Yeah. Just do like what is it? Burning hands, but tongue, burning tongue.
Yep. Burning tongue.
Shocking slap.
My brother built a heal-based.
Oh, that's funny. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Just healing lick people.
Yep.
That's pretty great.
From 5 feet away. Hey, I don't have to be in the space next to you in order to heal you. It was pretty great, actually.
Bleh, bleh, bleh. All right. That's pretty good.
Yoshi tongue sound effect.
Watch freaking Nintendo just be like, hey, I heard that. None of that. Okay, I think I'm done with this one. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next. I just realized I was muted that whole time. I'm so sorry. We're doing a troll that ate a Codal and now has powers, magic powers. We're drawing like a feathery troll. Is my plan. Speaking of healing, I had an artificer who spells summoned by mechanical executioner wasps. Okay. Stuck their stingers into people. Oh no. That doesn't mean that they were beautiful. It reminds me of one of my clerics who would slap people by healing damage. That's pretty great. They used to do that in 4th edition because like you had to touch somebody, and if they weren't willing, you could just roll an attack to try to heal them. I had to do that a few times with a couple people I know. I think he does that to administer the healing mixture in the blood. Nice. Yeah, I don't know if you have a fear of needles. I don't know if wasps is the best. The best.
Substitution?
Yeah, substitution. But, you know, whatever.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who are who are afraid of needles to the not a lot of people. I know a couple of people who are afraid of needles to the point of fainting when they have to get a shot, but they still get their shots. They will turn around and run screaming at the sight of hornets. So yeah, I agree with Rook. Not sure on the function of that swap.
I'm not a fan of needles, but yeah, whatever. It is what it is.
I don't really mind them, mostly because like my veins are so large and I have so little subcutaneous fat that it's a trivial matter to get blood drawn or get a needle. Like I have never met anybody who could miss.
You're okay.
Yeah,
Well,
so
I don't know if you're lucky, but like that sounds nice. Definitely had I've had some bad times with the phlebotomists. I don't know what I'm doing. It's like, oh god.
You don't know what you're doing. Why are you doing it to me?
Yeah. You have one job, please. That's gotta be a tough job, though.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there are tons of people who are just not. Like I said, I don't like it, but like I'm just 100% compliant. It's just like, yep, go do it.
Yep.
Do whatever you need to do. That's not how that would go. This tusk would definitely go forward.
One of these days, I'm gonna remember how to do hands.
That'd be nice.
Then I will weep in despair because there will be no more left for me to learn.
I've mastered hands and now I quit art forever. Divine bird troll sounds kind of terrifying. The more I draw this, the more it's just like, oh god, what am I doing?
I mean, sounds really funny at first.
Yeah.
But then if you stop and think about it, you do kind of go, oh, wait, shit.
Yeah, trolls are terrifying in D&D.
Yeah.
Like, I love me a good WoW troll, but like, oh, in D&D they are terrifying.
I mean, you guys took care of that troll in our campaign really quite well.
I was afraid you were going to throw 3 or 4 of them at us, and I was just like, we are hosed.
No, I was I wanted to do something with traps. I wanted to play with the trap mechanic a little bit. I ended up not doing that. I set something up and just kind of gave it to him as a situational attack instead, because the trap mechanics are a little bit wordy in 2nd edition Pathfinder. But yeah, kind of playing more with terrain and with lair actions and stuff right now.
I like lair actions a lot.
Which is which is kind of fun. So I thought that would be better than just giving you guys more. There's certainly a time and a place for more.
Tarkey says,
creature.
drawing idea, undead zombie tabaxi death cleric. I have a basis for cats. Bias for cats. This is not obvious. Have you added one to the list yet? Otherwise, I can put that one on the list if you like. Just draw Edward Scissorhands. Now you got it. Lots of needles bended by arm. Ugh. Yuck.
Oof.
Yep.
Gross.
I've only had that happen once, but it wasn't a big deal. It just happened, and they were like, "Whoop, hold on, let's fix that." It's like, okay.
The worst blood drawing experience I ever had was this is not bad at all. I was a little dehydrated, so my blood was not flowing well and kind of stopped in the middle of them drawing. So they had to prick me again in a different spot. So I got pricked twice. That's the worst that's ever happened to me.
Yeah, that could be much worse. I kind of want to give him some big scales too, since it's a Quaddle. I can't say it. A
Quaddle.
Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl. Give him some scales here on the chest, just to make him look a little scaly.
I both love and am terrified of how glottal Mesoamerican words are.
Yeah. Some of them are tough.
They're all so cool.
What was the I was on the train this week, and there were two guys speaking French, and I'm pretty good at picking out languages, and I know a lot of different words in different languages, but I can't fluently speak anything but English. And so it's always fun for me to sit down and try to listen to people, and it's just I have no idea what's happening. I just I really want to understand something else. So who knows, maybe I'll start working on a different language this year. But I can tell the difference between Spanish and Portuguese, but I can't do anything about it, It's a bummer.
Yeah.
That's a bummer to me.
All right, that's good enough. These hands are not going to get any better.
Oh my god, I just realized a troll with wings is terrifying.
It's what you're drawing as an owl bear, but with a regenerative healing factor of Wolverine. That's terrifying.
Regenerative owl bear. Time is it? We got about 15 minutes left. Can I squeeze one more in? I probably could. Let's try to get one more.
Do one more real fast as well.
I think we're just gonna have the ear loop over like that. All right, what are you?
21?
21?
Yeah.
I don't think we've removed any. We've added a whole bunch to it too. Yeah, we'll definitely have to keep this one going.
But I didn't color anything. How could we not have made any progress?
Warforged Samurai Barbarian. That's a pretty good one.
Okay.
I once got a woman fired because I'm usually good, but she used a needle so big for me, and with me yelling and not getting blood, she wouldn't shut it. Ooh. That sucks. Yeah, sorry to hear that. I can't relay that on YouTube because I know it's kind of a thing for people, so I did read it, but I'm not going to share it. That's a not fun story. I'm sorry to hear that. We were talking about something last week. I think it was Corvus and I. We were talking about hemomancy, blood magic, and then we both realized that we were talking about very there's probably a lot of people who are not comfortable about this conversation we're having. We should probably stop. So that was fun. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do another one. Oh, 3. Big burly, old half orc. Think strong man, not bodybuilder. Totem barbarian. Reflavored from elk to Clydesdale? What? Oh, okay. He's a totem warrior. It's a horse totem barbarian. Working as a barkeep. All right. Sounds pretty fun. Do that.
Clydesdales are one horse that I'm not that scared of comparatively.
I mean, they step on you and you die. Like, that's just how it works.
Yes, but they don't actively try to step on you usually.
That's true.
As far as horses go, in terms of temperament, they're pretty chill.
Literally nothing can scare them. I mean, that's not true. But like,
there were bigger draft horses.
I'm just saying, like, elephants are really only scared of like a huge pack of lions. What do Clydesdales have to be scared of? Like, nothing.
Yeah.
They're huge. They're huge and they're terrifying. I think we'll go a little burlier.
I really like this prompt, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do it justice in 15 minutes.
You want to draw the burly orc instead?
Nah. I'll give it a shot.
Do it.
I'm just thinking, like, Warforged Samurai Barbarian, it is basically going to be a living suit of samurai armor with one of those Oni masks, right?
That sounds pretty cool. Yeah.
Very cool, but very intricate.
Maybe for this one, just try to do the bust. Like,
yeah.
only give me a bust. That way you only have to work on the mask.
Then I don't get to play with cool poses.
It's true. Do what you want.
I intend to.
What kind of hair would a orc barkeep have? Should we do the man bun? I kind of want to give him a beard. I feel like the beard is a prerequisite. I'm thinking like Dad Bod Thor. I'm trying to get to. I didn't think about that.
Big old ponytail instead of a man bun.
If I do the mustache, the tusks are just gonna come right out of the beard.
Santa orc.
Yep. What does a barkeep look like?
Apron.
Yeah, I guess so.
fluffy shirt.
Yeah, we could do that. Do like a nice little tunic or something. Nice open tunic. Cross hatching. And then like, there we go. We can do that. Give him a pompadour. You could just do the samurai outfit with the round hat, kind of like I wanted with the character, but I want to see your interpretation. Just like one of these. Both robot mouth. There was something I used to say with when I was first starting with commissions, when I didn't really know how to like ask people for good detail, is a lot of the commissions I got were not characters. Like, people didn't make characters, they just really liked accessories. So they're like, I want this hat, or I want this sword as a character. And it's just like that's not exactly how it works, but like that's how it felt from my standpoint. And it's like, you know, you don't have to build a character specifically to wear like one type of thing. So if you really just want like a straw hat, like from old samurai movies, just buy that for any character you have. It'd be great. But maybe people do want to make their characters for aesthetic reasons, which I think is fine. It might not have made any sense, I'm sorry. I do like this orc bartender idea. I want to give him like a bar towel. Give him a big old gut. Super beef. I do like the Warforged Oni mask idea. I think that's really cool.
Thanks. With the synergy of words that happened for this character, I felt like it was the most appropriate. It was, you know, we just talked about aphantasia, so maybe you don't know, but I'll get this thing where sometimes a string of words happens, or an idea enters my head fully formed, and I know exactly what the thing needs to be. That's what happened with this, which is kind of why I'm like, oh, I don't have time to do that. Because basically, I'm sitting on an entire character sheet in my head right now.
Kind of I see you draw in different systems sometimes, like superhero or cyberpunk. I might just use other than my ideas. Yeah, it's fun to do that kind of stuff. Like I used to do a lot of sci-fi stuff, and so we did a cyberpunk week a little while ago. That was fun. That was fun to do. But I do love me some cyberpunk style sci-fi. I will go back to it from time to time. And that's like whenever I draw Warforged, I tend to blend them a little more sci-fi in order. I'm not a big fan of like the steampunk fantasy robots. It's like if you're gonna be a golem, be a golem, but if you're gonna be a robot, be a robot. Like I don't it just doesn't I don't know, it bothers me a little bit.
Yeah. Why would a golem need to be clockwork?
Yeah, it's like if it's magic, and that's fine. If you want to make like a clockwork something, that's also fine. But like, I don't know. I feel like the Warforged should just be living metal. And so you can go really, really extend that out into something interesting. That's not how cleavers work, but that's what we're doing. Maybe it's a giant muddler. Just a big old...
Let me show you how a real man makes a mint julep.
Yeah. What's this for chopping mint? They don't call me Minty Matt for nothing. What's this work's name now? Minty Matt. Oh, that's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Turn his wrist a little bit.
Yes, he does make the best mint julep.
Now I want to make a cleric or celestial warlock or artificer warlock that uses nanites. Yep, we can do that. I can't get back to the drawing tools. There we go. Did you want to type BBBBBB? No, I wanted you to use the freaking brush tool. I feel like Aggie needs a Clippy, just so you can yell at it. Did you mean to explode? No. Okay. What can I do to make him a little more fanciful? Give him some sleeves. Sleeves for sure. I like the apron idea. I want to make it a little more interesting. Per se. There's just a lot of scribble on this one. That's probably part of the problem. All right, what time is it? It is noon o'clock. Clippy would be hilarious as an NPC to have as a D&D. Just have like a spirit of Clippy floating around your players. It seems like you're trying to cast Fireball. Did you bring your bat, Guano? God damn it, Clippy. Get out of here.
Fireball is not something you want to make idiot-proof, because every time you make something idiot-proof, they make a dumber idiot. Do not give idiots access to Fireball.
I feel like that's an argument for self-driving cars.
Yeah.
I saw a guy at a yield sign today, yielding to oncoming traffic. The guy come up behind him, just start blaring his horn, and then cut the guy off, and just drove into oncoming. It was the scariest thing I've seen in a while. Wow. Luckily, nobody was hurt, but like, only because every other person on the road was attentive, except for this one person. And I was just like, what is wrong with people? I'm so scared. Maybe self-driving cars would be better. All right.
I am all for self-driving cars, and workplace safety regulations, and a lot of the other things that would fall under the quote-unquote idiot-proof thing. Like, I am generally a fan of most of it.
There are definitely some things people cannot handle. So.
And there are definitely some people who are determined to be willfully ignorant no matter what.
That's true. That's fair.
So yeah, but I don't actually think the problem is making things idiot-proof. I think the problem is a certain amount of society allowing people to be willfully,
yeah, that's fair,
to willfully disregard the safety and welfare of other people.
I had an idea of a suggestion of a warforged with a bunch of arm blades that make him a Swiss army, and randomly has key blades and axes. That would be pretty funny. Swiss Army warforged sounds pretty good. Just like I guess you could do that as like a what's the word I'm looking for? Artificer? You could be an artificer warforged, but instead of casting spells, you just have a billion different like appendages. I guess kind of what Fresh Cut Grass does, I guess. What class was he?
Yeah. He's a cleric.
He's a cleric? Okay. But I like that idea. That's fun. Okay, there's our big burly bartender. Get some shading in here, and then I think we'll call it a day. Started a little early today. We'll try to take off this afternoon. We might be back Friday, we might not. So if you didn't get your stuff drawn today, hold on to your ideas for next week. Yeah. Have a wonderful holidays if I don't see you guys until then. I'm going to be taking the next few days off, working on some videos, just hanging out with the family. Next year, I am going to try to start upping video production. And we're going to go from there. I think I only did like 11 videos this year, but we did a lot of live streaming. So we'll see how that goes for the future. But yeah, check out the Patreon. Thank you everybody that supported me this year with your suggestions or your if you were a Patreon member, I very much appreciate it. Watching us on Twitch helps us out a bunch. Sharing our videos, commenting, liking, subscribing, all those things. It all makes a difference. It really does. And I very much appreciate it. So
just hanging out with us and having fun, shooting the shit.
We're sending Samurai so I can get the full picture. Yeah, if you want to suggest things next week, you're very welcome to. We will be back next week in full swing, so 100%. Feel free to resuggest things. But I
will post this in the Discord.
Yeah, I'll post all of these in the Discord. We do have a section on there for all of the things we draw. It's in the Discord and draw there. As well as we're thinking about doing a membership on the Discord so that people don't have to use Patreon. They can just basically get the Patreon rewards via the Discord. We're thinking about that. We'll see how that goes for next year. We have a lot of little stuff like that coming up. Still have a whole bunch of stickers that we might do like a giveaway or just do a big sale of them. Because we have a whole bunch from last year that we made. We made a lot of stickers. I think we made more stickers than videos. But yeah, commissions will be open again, and That's it. That's all I got. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Have an awesome new year. Be safe with the weather. Travel. Be happy. Spend some time with your family. Let's see if there's anybody else online, and then we'll call it there. I have a dilemma. I have a barbarian character. He's an elf. Do not know which subrace to attune to him, since they all sound selfish. I mean, all the subraces are kind of selfish, which is fine. I don't think that really matters with the. I really like the autumn Eldrin, I think. You can get teleport, which is pretty cool. There's a lot of fun stuff on there. Eva, hello. We were just about to take off. Sorry about that, but welcome in. Hanging out today. There is nobody streaming right now. It's a bummer. That's it. That's all we got. It's like a high elf or a Shatterkai. Shatterkai are pretty fun. They're good. But yeah.
I always love Genasi.
Genasi are good too, but not elves. So who knows? I guess they could be. I guess that's an interesting way to look at it, like an elf elemental. Either way. Okay. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Stay happy, stay healthy, keep your dice on the table. We'll catch y'all next year. Bye everyone.
Bye.